Good morning, everybody. Hey, YouTubers. Hey, Facebook friends. All our friends on we out there in Parlor. Welcome to Hanging with Hal in the morning. It's a thankful Thursday. Thanks for being here. It is a very thankful Thursday indeed. I have been reflecting on a lot of things this morning because of the story I'm going to tell you today. So while I was thinking about what I was going to how I was going to present this story today, I went back and looked at some of the old pictures and wasn't quite expecting the emotions to come back that strongly, but I'll be sharing with you some of the pictures that I have about these next couple of stories that I'm going to be telling over the next couple of days. So, hey, Renee, good morning. Hey, Drew Moses, good to see you, brother. Hey, Sue Smith, good morning. Glad to see y'all on a thankful Thursday. Leave me some comments about what you're thankful for on this Thursday. I'm thankful for a bunch. And, hey, Randy Mayfield, Slocum, Alabama in the house. I'm thankful for a great deal this morning. And Justin Notch, good to see you, brother. Happy Thankful Thursday. Hey, Amanda, good to see you, girl. Happy Thankful Thursday. So, I've got a lot to be thankful for today, and it's going to start with this story. Because I'm thankful for my friendships today, thankful for all of you out there, thankful for my wonderful family. Yeah, you're right, brother. So, and I'm thankful this morning for the friendship that Wayne and I shared. We had a friendship that lasted from about 1990, 91 to the time of his passing 7 years ago. So I'm extremely thankful for that. And I'm thankful that for our friendship because of a whole host of reasons. But one of the main reasons is because through our friendship, so many other friendships were made. And so many people were brought together. It's just amazing to me. And I'm thankful to be a part of that. Which kind of leads into this little story. So if you remember yesterday, if you were here yesterday, I was telling you the story about the week before Wayne passed away was the last time I saw him. And he and Jamie were playing in New Orleans. So I went to go check the show out and hang out. And at the end of the night, Wayne was like, man, we're going to Tuscaloosa to play tomorrow night. And I said, you're not going without me. So we had the parking lot story. You can go back and check that parking lot story out yesterday. But you have to find it on Facebook because I forgot to press record on the YouTube camera yesterday. So I lost that story. I'm going to have to go try to rip it off of Facebook and post it so we can do the replays. Or I'll have to retell the parking lot story at some point. But after the little parking lot incident we had, if you remember, we said, hey, we're going to stay at the Holiday Inn right there downtown New Orleans, and we're going to catch a cab to Bourbon Street. So that's what we did. We got the boot off my truck, and we hopped in, went to the Holiday Inn, and checked in. I'm thankful because at this point, I was making pretty decent money, so checked us into a nice room and called a cab and off we went to Bourbon Street. So Wayne and I get to Bourbon Street, and this is, I think it was a Wednesday night. May have been a Thursday night. I got to go back and recheck. But it was a night during the week. I believe it was Wednesday. So we didn't get to Bourbon Street till, it's almost probably 1 o'clock in the morning at this point, past midnight. And we're walking down Bourbon Street, and there really ain't nothing happening. There's just a bunch of touristy kind of stuff. We were going to go see if we couldn't find some live music somewhere to go catch up together and have some fun. And we get to Bourbon Street, and it's nothing but touristy kind of stuff. And, been there, done that way too many times. So I said, hey, let's catch another cab, and we'll go down to Checkpoint Charlie's maybe. We'll get in the cab, and cab driver didn't know where Checkpoint Charlie's was. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Take us to Frenchman Street, So cab driver takes us to Frenchman Street. So me and Wayne go walking down Frenchman Street looking for some live music and something that's open this late that somebody's playing, and we're not having really much luck, But we're walking down the street, and we're having fun, with our countrified selves in New Orleans. And, as we're walking down the street, cruising down Frenchman, just the two of us, and the street's kind of deserted. But on the other side of the street, there's this old dude, an old black fella, and he is dressed to the nines. He got a big old gold fleur-de-lis and got a real nice suit on. It's kind of cold because it's November, at this point. So he's got a real nice suit with an overcoat on, and he's got a walking cane. He's just an old cool cat strolling, So me and Wayne kind of noticed him over there. So look at that cat over there. That dude's got it going on, So we continue walking, and we see DBA down there is open. So we walk into DBA. Ain't nothing really going on in there. The bartender's talking to somebody at the other end of the bar. So me and Wayne stop at the front end, and decide to get us a drink and just shoot the shit, do some catching up. So we get us a drink, and we're sitting there. And as we're sitting at the bar right there, just the two of us, this old cat comes walking in, He comes walking in with his cane, and he's just strolling. And he stops right by us, and he looks at me, and he says, "Hey, why don't you Google my name?" Look at Wayne. He said, "Go ahead, Google my name." I said, "Okay." I'm in New Orleans, I'm used to where you got them shoes and that kind of stuff. Craig Laney, good to see you. Hey, Paulette. Hey, Sheila, good to see you. Jeffrey Greer, good morning. Uncle Duty, Josh, good to see y'all this morning. So I'm about thinking I've heard and seen it all at this point in New Orleans. But this old dude walks up to us and says, "Google my name." I bite. I said, "Okay." "What's your name?" He said, "My name's Wellman Shawmore." I said, "Okay, Mr. Wellman, I'm going to Google your name." So he orders a cup of coffee. I said, "Can I buy you a drink?" He said, "No, I don't drink. I'll have a cup of coffee." So I called the bartender and said, "Hey, can you get Mr. Wellman, my new friend here, a cup of coffee?" Me and Wayne, start sharing some coffee with this guy. And I'm Googling his name. And as I'm Googling his name, he says, "You know what I can't stand? I can't stand all these little young punks around here with their pants hanging off their ass, don't want to do nothing in life." And he starts going on and on. And I said, "Mr. Wellman, you my new best friend." So I Google his name, and when his name comes up, Wellman Shawmore, he is a world-renowned folk artist, and he's in the Smithsonian Institute. So it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Me and Wayne and Mr. Wellman Shawmore end up hanging out at DBA talking about all kinds of stuff. It's like the old joke. A coon-ass, a redneck, and a world-renowned folk artist walk into a bar. Or two country singers and a folk artist walk into a bar kind of thing. "Hey, Mom, good morning. Hey, Rallo, good morning." So we sit there with Mr. Wellman, and we have a good time with him talking. We step outside to smoke some, and we're shooting the bull. And place is really deserted. Nothing's really going on. So Mr. Wellman says, "Hey, let's go to Checkpoint Charlie's." I said, "Hey, that's where we're trying to go in the first place." So we all get a cab together. We go down to Checkpoint Charlie's, and it was the funniest, greatest thing because Mr. Wellman, I can't remember exactly how old he said he was, but I think he was in his late 70s at this point. So we go to walk in Checkpoint Charlie's, and I don't know if y'all know the place, but it's down there in a little old place down on the end back there by the market, French market's at. But we're walking to Checkpoint Charlie's. It's about, almost 3 o'clock at this point. And all the stragglers that are in there and the bartenders, they all perk up and say, "Hey, Mr. Wellman." They're like super celebrity, "Hey, Mr. Wellman. Hey, Mr. Wellman. Can I get you some coffee, Mr. Wellman?" So I'm going to have to post these pictures after this because it was the most wonderful thing. And the only kind of thing that would happen to me and Wayne, it seems like, would be to run into some kind of character like this and be able to swap stories with him, talk about life, talk about art, talk about music in one of the great artistic capitals of the world, New Orleans, and what a way to do it. kind of spontaneously like that. One of my favorite stories, I'll post the pictures as soon as we get done here. So which leads me into, after this, we talked to Mr. Wellman until about 5, probably 6 in the morning at Checkpoint Charlie's drinking and stuff, and talking about everything from music to philosophy. And night's done, sun's coming up, we get in the cab, we go back to, or it's twilight, I guess you could say, we get back to the hotel, and we get up to the room, Wayne and I are talking some more, and we want to smoke a cigarette. But it's a non-smoking hotel. You know, the whole property's non-smoking. So we can't find a damn place to smoke. It's like, oh, can't smoke in the room, you know. Let's go down to the parking garage. So we go down to the parking garage. There's cameras all over the place, non-smoking everywhere. We find us a little corner, smoking a cigarette, you know. And Wayne's bitching at me the whole time about, I can't believe you making me walk outside in the cold to smoke, you know. Because back in the day, we never would have done something like that. I, you know, fired it up right there. No smoking, non-smoking, or whatever, you know. But he's like, I can't believe you're making me walk in the cold and freeze my ass off to smoke a cigarette. Blah, blah, blah. Making fun of me the whole time. Get back to the room. We go to bed. And then the next morning we wake up and it's hungover as hell. And we got to get to Tuscaloosa. You know, we got to get to Tuscaloosa because Wayne's got to play with Jamie again at the varsity. I guess it was the varsity, the Bama Beach Club. I don't know. For those of you Tuscaloosa folks, when I first moved there, it was the pitcher show to let you know how long I've been in Tuscaloosa. But anyway, we get up that morning and Wayne is feeling, we're both hungover, but Wayne is feeling horrible. You know, at this point, he's had a few health issues with one of his lungs, and we were just in bad shape, you know. So I said, hey, I'm going to go down, and I said, man, I got to get you feeling better. You know, I'm going to get some Bloody Marys. So I go down to the bar, and we're staying at a nice Holiday Inn downtown, get to the bar, and the bartender won't make me a Bloody Mary in New Orleans in the morning. I'm like, wait a minute, where am I? Am I in the Twilight Zone? So I can't get a Bloody Mary in New Orleans, and I get us some tomato juice. Go back up to the room. Wayne's still, boy, he's trying to get himself together, but it ain't working real good, you know. So I give him some tomato juice, and he's sitting on the bed, and I said, look, man, I'm going to open these blinds right here, and let some light in, you know. We're going to drink this tomato juice, get up and get moving, and we'll be good. Well, I go over and I open the blinds, and when I do, I realize that the room we have opens up to the balcony and the pool and everything. We could have just stepped right outside when we got back that night with no problem and smoked a cigarette and been fine. And Wayne lost his mind. He's like, I can't believe you made me do all that walking, go freeze my butt off so we could smoke a cigarette, and we could have just stepped right outside. So we stepped outside and lit a cigarette, and we're smoking a cigarette, you know, and we're talking about old times and different things like that because, you know, we had, the last few years we hadn't had a chance to spend a whole lot of time together. I'd been in Africa and Houston after I'd left Nashville. And so Wayne and I kept in touch, but we hadn't had a lot of one-on-one time in quite a while. So we're sitting there smoking a cigarette and talking about the night before, how incredible it was, what a great time we had. And I was saying, yeah, man, you know, I hadn't changed that much. And he said, bullshit, the old hell Bruni would never have made me walk, you know, through the cold and to find a place to smoke. We just smoked right there. But that was one of the greatest memories I have, and I cherish those memories. I'm really thankful for that, especially on this Thursday. So all was well. We had some tomato juice. We got in the truck, started rolling toward Tuscaloosa. And during the ride, it was me and him. We had 6 hours to just hang out. And it was wonderful because it was just like old times being on the road together. Just me and him, swapping stories, listening to music. I had just released the Blue Collar Town record the week before, so he had never heard the whole thing. We listened to my whole album. He was super excited because he was in the middle of doing the new thing with the Dixie Cox. So I got to listen to the unreleased Dixie Cox recordings. If y'all don't know about that, the Dixie Cox were Wayne Mills, Kyle Wilson, Josh Newcomb, and Davis Nix. So how's that for a super group? And they made some wonderful music in the short time that they had a chance to record and stuff together. So yeah, I miss him too, man. Thank y'all for being here today and listening to this. Hey, Kim, good to see you this morning. John Parks, good to see you, brother. Yeah, you too, man. Thanks very much. James Romero, good to see y'all. So on the ride, we had a chance to swap stories. Like I said, listen to the Blue Collar Town record of mine, listen to his unreleased stuff of the Dixie Cox. And it was the first time, I have a lot of great friends now, and this is this whole story gets to this point right here about what I'm thankful for today. I'm thankful for the friendship that I had a chance to share with Wayne and of all those friendships that came out of that. A lot of you guys watching right now, I'm friends with y'all because of the relationship I have with Wayne or vice versa. You got a chance to know Wayne through me, and it's my honor to share these kind of relationships with all my friends. And a lot of folks don't realize, because I'm so close to a lot of these guys now, that on that ride, the week before Wayne died, from New Orleans to Tuscaloosa was the first time I was introduced to Kyle Wilson and Davis Nix, and I got to hear those stories. I had met Josh Newcomb the February before when they came and played the Superdome for the Saints-Ravens playoff, and I got a chance to open for them downtown New Orleans after the show and play with them some. So I got a chance to meet Josh then, although he didn't really remember me after we had met afterwards. And it was the first time also that I got a chance to hear the story of how Wayne and Dallas met, Dallas Moore, that is. And I got a chance to listen to some of Dallas's music for the first time that Wayne turned me on to. So it was just an incredible ride. And it's one of the days I'll cherish for the rest of my life as well. So thanks for letting me share that story with you, y'all. I'm thankful for friendships today. Thankful for all of you. And thank y'all for listening and letting me share these stories with you. I sure do appreciate it. I have no idea what I'm going to play today. Because when I was getting ready to come on this morning, I was looking to see if I still had some pictures to post for you after we got done here. And as I was looking for the pictures, it kind of threw me off as far as what I was going to play and everything. So I have a song and a smile for you today for Thankful Thursday. I just don't know what it is yet. Hey, Michelle, good morning. Good to see you this Thursday. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate that, man. You're right. He was one of a kind. Hey, Jamie. Good morning. Good to see you all on a Thankful Thursday, y'all. I'm Hal Bruni. I have a song and a smile for you today. Oh my gosh. Whew. Let me tune this thing, because I just thought of one about a friendship that I wrote for Jason Herndon. When he was getting married and leaving to go to New York. But I hadn't played it in a long, long time. Because I just thought of it, so let me see if I can remember this song. Since I'm thankful for friends today. Nope. Since I'm thankful for friends today. I might have to save that for tomorrow, matter of fact. I'm going to have to play it through one time before I do it for y'all. It's such a special song, I don't want to screw it up. But it is a Thankful Thursday, and I'm thankful for you being here today. Well, I've rambled enough today, too, though. Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate that. Thank you for listening, too. Hey, Belinda, good morning. Welcome. Good to see you here. So I'll do this one about writing songs. Speaking of the Blue Collar Town record, here's one off that record. I remember when I wrote that song, I just turned 16. 3 chords on my first guitar and a head full of dreams. I sang it for my buddies round a fire down by the lake. It seems like it was just yesterday. These songs, they're just stories that I'm telling. These songs, they're just rhymes and melodies. And I've lived through every line, and they take me back in time every night. I sing you these songs. I remember when I wrote that song, I was about 23. I wrecked my truck, lost my job, and my girl walked out on me. I was alone in Nashville with nothing left. So I picked up my guitar and did what I do best. These songs, they're just stories that I'm telling. These songs, they're just rhymes and melodies. But I've lived through every line, and they take me back in time every night. I sing you these songs, they're just my way of sharing a little about myself and the things that I've been through. And I'm hoping when you listen, you'll begin reminiscing about something or someone special to you. Because that's what a good song can do. I remember when I wrote this song, I was all alone. I was working in a refinery 1,000 miles away from home. Up in Illinois, it was freezing cold. Just 2 weeks before Presley Grace was born. These songs, they're just stories that I'm telling. These songs, they're just rhymes and melodies. Yeah, but these songs are the diary of my life, and I relive them every night and every time. I sing you these songs, they're just stories that I'm sharing. These songs, they're just rhymes and melodies. But I've lived through every line, and they take me back in time every night. I sing you these songs every night. When I sing you these songs. Oh, these songs. Hey, Matt Lowe, good to see you, brother. Hey, Shay, good morning. Andy, good to see you, my brother. Jamie Stabler, good morning. Good to see you this morning. Still praying for you, girl. Thanks, Sue. Good to see you this morning. Thanks for joining me today, y'all. Listening to these stories and these songs. I sure do appreciate it. And I hope I had a chance to start your day out with a song and a smile today. Hey, it is Thankful Thursday. I'm thankful for all of you out there. I'm thankful for my friendship with Wayne and all the friendships that have come out of that. And I'm extremely thankful for my family, that I'm still working, and that we're almost done with 2020. And I'm looking forward to getting a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday season started tomorrow. So join me again tomorrow, y'all, for Fun Friday. We're going to try to kick your holiday off, your Thanksgiving time. We're going to start it out with a long weekend because the kids are out of school next week. So we're going to start out our Thanksgiving holiday tomorrow here for Fun Friday. Join me for that. In the meantime, leave me some comments about what you're thankful for this Thursday. I hope you're thankful for something, because we all can be thankful for something. It's been a rough year for a lot of folks, I know. And one of the greatest ways to get out of the doldrums and to really, get yourself out of some negativity is to find what you're really thankful for. And I know you have something to be thankful for. So leave me a comment. Let me know what that is. And I hope you have a wonderful Thankful Thursday, y'all. Go out there, spread some happiness and healing today, y'all. Perpetuate some positivity. Come back tomorrow for Fun Friday. And in the meantime, peace!